Now at 10, a story that will open eyes for some homeowners. A woman goes through 6 years of misery, 10 surgeries, visits dozens of doctors in several states, and none of them can figure out what's wrong with her. It turns out all the issues were from one small problem with construction. NBC 15's Chris Woodard reports.
Here you go.
It is such a simple act. Unpacking from a camping trip. An act unthinkable just 10 months ago. And the type of thing this family can finally enjoy again.
When the physical change started to happen, it was amazing.
The last 6 years have been pure misery for Melissa Munson.
It was absolutely confusing, and it was hard to see doctors give up on me.
Shortly after moving into their new house in 2005, this mother began experiencing health problems. Problems so severe, they affected her relationship with her 2 young children.
They didn't know the kind of mom that I envisioned myself to be. They had no idea.
There were chest pains, headaches, and issues with her organs.
It was almost like having the flu 24/7, 7 days a week. I mean, I threw up a lot.
Doctors had no answers, and things did not get better. She had a hysterectomy, hoping that would help, and things quickly got much worse.
There was a helpless feeling throughout the whole thing.
There were 10 surgeries, dozens of doctors, trips to medical facilities in several states, including 20 trips to the world-renowned Mayo Clinic. Nothing got better, and no one could help.
We got to the point where our opinion was that we weren't going to fix the problem.
Wounds from her surgeries simply would not heal.
I literally lived in our bedroom for that many years.
It led her to chiropractor and nutrition expert Dr. Joseph Teff.
I don't think anybody can describe what they've gone through.
And Dr. Tim Rakel.
In some sense, she didn't have anywhere to go.
And after 6 years of his wife being nearly bedridden, Steve suddenly had severe problems as well. His colon ruptured, and Teff had a hunch.
I finally said there has to be something at your house, in your environment.
He figured something was contaminating this room and keyed in on a gas meter right outside.
He came in the backyard and said he could smell gas.
The Munsons called the gas company, who came right over, found a leak, and fixed it.
What they ended up doing was tightening this fitting right here.
The site of the leak was right here, 1 story down and directly below the master bedroom.
It's the bedroom Melissa spent nearly every day in for 6 years. And suddenly, after all the surgeries, all the doctors, the pain and the frustration, they had an answer.
It's amazing. It's truly amazing.
I couldn't believe that it could possibly be the answer.
2 weeks after they fixed a gas leak in the house, she was better than she'd been in 3 years.
There was incredible improvement, like he was in shock when he did the exam.
It was surprising, and I didn't believe it at first, so we brought her back 2 weeks later, and she was 100% healed.
For the Munsons, life is now getting back to normal.
Peyton and Zoe didn't know I could ride a bike.
There are everyday things
I couldn't carry them. I couldn't hold them.
she hasn't enjoyed in years.
So simple, but yet so special.
And there are 2 men, Dr. Teff,
He's definitely an angel.
Dr. Rakel,
He stuck with us.
and an unyielding faith they thank for it all.
We still have each other. We've been blessed with so much.
This family simply refused to give up hope, and there are no lawsuits and no angry demands for apologies.
In the end, there's nobody to blame. There's no buddy to go after.
A family who've lost years of their lives,
We just try not to take things for granted anymore.
now appreciating what they have back. In Mount Horeb, I'm Chris Woodard for NBC 15.
Munson says one of the things she thinks people can take from her story is that your environment plays a huge role in your health. She says all along, no doctors ever asked questions about her environment, when it turns out that was the biggest problem. In fact, since that leak was fixed, even the kids are doing better with fewer sinus problems, less fatigue, and much better performance at school.